Okay, let's talk about timing a little, counting. Now, you know what some of the notes look like. I mean, you can read the notes on the staff. You can find the notes on the piano. But when do you play the notes? That's where timing comes in. When to play the notes. Now, here in the beginning you have 4/4. Let's see if we can. No, let's see if we can find this thing. There you go. 4/4. What does that mean? Now you see these little boxes in the music? Those are called measures. Remember that. Measures. Now, in each measure, there are so many notes and so many rests. This tells you how many beats are in the measure. The upper number 4 tells you there are 4 beats in every measure. 4 beats in every measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The low number is also a 4 now. Tells you there are 4 quarter note beats in every measure. Now, what is a quarter note? Well, these are quarter notes. You see they have a line and they have a little dot there filled in. Little black dot. Those are called quarter notes. Now, there are also quarter note rests. That's when you play a silence. See? Here's a quarter note rest. You're playing a silence, and here's a quarter note itself. When you're playing a certain note for one beat. Here you're playing a silence for one beat. Now remember what they look like. Quarter note rest, quarter note. Now, there are other kinds of notes. For now, we'll just go over a few. Whole note rest, half note rest, quarter note rest, and quarter note. For now, let's just go over that. Now, all right, here's your, just so you can identify them. Later on, we'll go into more of this. All right, here you have your quarter notes. And when you're counting a nice beat in each measure, which is more or less a nice steady tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, see, the quarter note gets a beat even though you don't play. So if another musician is playing with you, you can play together because you're both following the same beat. So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you see this? Here you have a quarter note rest in the bass. Because both hands have to play. So here's left hand is playing this. Now you're going to start with the right hand here, but the left hand is resting. So the bass is a rest, and the right hand goes on. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now look at this. What's this? Now this whole bass, there's no notes in it, so this is called a whole note rest. See, it's on the fourth line underneath the line, that little box, that little rectangular box, that little symbol. That's a whole note rest. That gets 4 beats playing nothing, playing silence. There's another whole note rest. Remember what that looks like. So let's continue on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is a quarter note rest. See, there's your quarter note rest. Not playing. Okay, very good. Now let's go on again. You see how easy it is? Now here you have three quarter notes, quarter note rest, and here is a half note rest. Half note rest gets 2 beats. And that's on the third line. Could be, this whole note rest can be on the treble or on the bass. Same with the half note rests. The whole note rests are on the fourth line underneath the line, and the half note rests are on the third line above the line. See, here's your half note rest. There's 2 quarter notes, so this makes 2. So you count this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 1, 2, 3. See? So it all works out evenly. Now let's just, go over this over and over again. Practice it so you remember what the rests and what the notes look like. Remember, it doesn't always have to be. This is called common time. 4/4 is called common time. Actually, sometimes they don't even put the 4/4. They just put a big C, and that's common time. That's the most common time signature. This is called time signature in the beginning of the piece. Very important thing. Now, you can have 2/4. Then there would only be 2 quarter notes in every measure, or 2 quarter note rests, or a half note rest, or 1 half note. I'll show you what half notes are later. But that can be 2/4, or you can have 4 whole notes, or 2 whole notes, or 2/4. 2/2 would be 2 half notes. See, so it can be over 3/4, or many different time signatures. But, it all works out with so many beats in every measure. On the top one, I will tell you how many beats are in each measure. And the lower number will tell you which type of note, as a half note, a whole note, or eighth note, tells you which type of note gets the 1 beat. That's really basically the whole concept. There's not that much to it, really. It's how well you practice it, and how nicely you can make the music sound that is important. All right, we'll go on with this more in the next video.